What's up, everyone? My next race is HYROX Phoenix. I'm doing pro solo, so this will be my third race. First time doing a pro solo. First time doing any pro race. So super excited. We're 10 weeks out right now. So I'm excited that I get to put in, a decently full prep. Usually I would do like a 12-week, but 10 weeks is just fine. Just coming off of an open solo race in Chicago. So I'm excited to keep the momentum going and then build up towards Phoenix on January 31st. So it looks like this is gonna be a sweet venue. It's at the Cardinal Stadium, so I'm super pumped about that. And it's a major, so I'm super excited I could get to go watch Elite 15 races. But for this video, I just wanted to kind of go through my quality running sessions for the week. So today, it's Monday. Things change now. This is not like I would usually do like one speed session a week in a marathon prep or half marathon prep, but this is HYROX, so you got to do two, at least one, try to get two in, and that's what I'm going to do for this prep. So one threshold type session, because threshold running is HYROX. Running in zone 4 and just maintaining that basically is the name of the game, and running is the majority of the race. So one threshold run and then one like speed interval session. So for this week, today we're doing a threshold session. So it's going to be 10-minute warm up, 3 by 10 minutes at threshold or zone 4. So I'll probably try to keep this at 6:05 to 6:15 pace for these, and then 2-minute jogging rest in between, and then 5-minute cool down, which I might do a little bit more of a cool down, just because 5 minutes I feel like isn't that much, but I'm following a plan, so that's why. As you can see, I'm in my dojo. I need to spice this dojo up. I have my treadmill, my weights, or my bench, bike, TV. I have my flags right here, so I need to hang them up some sort of way. I want to put some lights up. I have a digital clock, so working on the house gym, so cut me some slack a little bit. It doesn't look the best right now. It's a little messy. I'm going to do most of my runs on the treadmill just because of, one, winter is coming. So when it's icy out, super hard to do speed sessions outside. Plus, I live in kind of like a rolling hills area, so it would be, I want to make sure my heart rate is staying where it needs to be for the purpose of the run. So if I want to stay in zone 4, and then if I'm outside and I hit a big hill, we're going into zone 5 real quick. So the purpose of a treadmill, which I really, really like, is that it could sit in the zone, sit in the pace, and sit in the heart rate zone for an extended period of time. And it's less impact on the joints as well. So for the most part, I'm going to be doing them on the treadmill. If I'm doing like 400s or 800s, I might go to a track and do them. But for this type of workout, I'll do in my basement. So yeah, let's get warmed up and get to it. Started filming this way because I don't want to take a 10-minute video for each interval. That'll just take up a lot of battery space on my camera. So first 10 minutes done, 6:18 pace. Probably gonna go down to about 6:15 for this one. Just wrapped up second interval. Just gonna walk for like 10 seconds and then start jogging again to film this, but 6:15 pace.
For all of my treadmill runs, I'm sitting at a 1% incline. That kind of mimics like a little bit of wind resistance if you were running outside. So it's not completely flat. So gonna finish up this recovery and do the last one. It's gonna be tough, it's gonna be a grind.
Last lap completed. So just to recap, 10-minute warm-up, which I did around at 8:30 pace, right into 3 sets of 10 minutes at a zone 4, meaning I was pretty much just watching my heart rate. I had an idea of pace I wanted to hit, which ended up ranging from, I kind of negative split it, starting at like a 6:18 down to about a 6:11 at the end. Heart rate, I think the max was, it got a little higher than I wanted. I think it was ended up at 173 towards the end. So touched zone 4 or zone 5 a little bit, but for the most part we were in the 160s for the intervals, high 160s. So which makes sense because I figured my threshold pace is close to 6:15 around there, so makes sense. Yeah, it's definitely easier to get through these on a treadmill when you're watching something. I have my iPad right here because holy crap, I remember if I didn't have this iPad, I've done these on a treadmill before, the time just goes slow. You have nothing to really look at down here. Helps the mental part out because those are tough. 10 minutes, 3 10-minute intervals at a fast pace are tough. So I'm gonna walk for I have another 40 seconds left, and then we're gonna do a 5-minute cool down, which I'm at 6.3 miles right now. So I'm just gonna cool down to 7, make it even. But yeah, I'll go through my splits right after. Seven miles completed in 52 minutes, 11 seconds. So overall average pace with warm up and cool down was 7:27. Average heart rate 150, which is, I mean, it's pretty much expected when 30 minutes, when the majority of this workout, you're sitting in threshold. So the average heart rate's gonna be a little bit higher in these workouts. I did this on a treadmill, not outside. I can't see every single split because I'm just going off of, I'm just manually timing my watch and then just using the total mileage on the treadmill at the very end. So the pace that I set my intervals at was ranged between 6:18 and 6:11. So somewhere average, probably 6:15, somewhere in there. Looking at my heart rate zones, because I'm wearing a heart rate monitor, which I do for most of my runs. I used to have a chest strap, but it died on me, so I threw it away, got a new one. This is a lot more convenient, honestly. This is a HYROX armband, but according to my heart rate zones, which aren't completely accurate on Garmin, I spent 23 minutes, 45 seconds in this zone 4, and then in zone 5, which some of it is probably in my zone 4 still, 7:55. So pretty much just over, it was actually very close to 30 minutes in those higher heart rate zones. So that's kind of the goal, is just sitting in an uncomfortable state for long periods of time, because that's what HYROX is. It's sitting in zone 4 pretty much from the start. The first station and a half, first couple runs, you might be in zone 3, but then after that, it just sucks the whole time. So kind of just have to train your body and your mind to get through that. Yeah, I'll show you my next interval session, which will be later in the week. See you then. Real quick, everyone, before I get into my next quality session, I just want to announce that I am part of the TMRW Project team. I'm an ambassador for a great cause. If you've never heard of it, all about mental health and suicide prevention. Well, first, they make awesome clothing. I'll put some pictures in this video. And really just advocating for mental health and suicide prevention, which, you know, is obviously super important. It's a great project. For every dollar spent, they donate to suicide prevention. great thing to be a part of, and I'm happy to be on the team. And I will be repping all the clothes all the time. By the time this video comes out, there's gonna be 1.5 more days left in the Black Friday sale. So go to the link in the description below, get 25% off all the items. If you happen to go past that and the Black Friday sale is no longer happening, use my code Lucas15 and that'll get you 15% off all sales after that. Let's get to the next session. We're back. It's Thursday, Thanksgiving. Before all the festivities start, we got to get our sessions in. So, as you can see, I decorated a little bit, spicing up the dojo. Hung a string light, my flags at the digital clock, which I won't really need to use today because we're just doing 400s, nothing that's like time based. So yeah, the workout today is 1K warm up, 11 by 400 meter intervals. Probably start around 5:45 pace, 5:50, kind of just like slowly negative split, and then maybe get down to closer to 5:30 or so. Also, I'm going to be running based off feel and heart rate. RPE should be around an 8, and I should get into zone 5 a little bit for this. And basically the goal is just getting faster. Running way faster than race pace, faster than threshold. 90 seconds rest in between, and it's walking rest, which is nice, and then 1K cool down. So I'm gonna warm up a little, and then we'll get into it. First interval. That is a workout. I'm gonna go into the workout here. All right, so to recap, I think I accidentally said 1K warm up and cool down. I did a mile. Usually I do a mile or two. I don't know why I said 1K. Anyway, of course the furnace is kicking on. All right, so 1 mile warm up, and then 11 by 400 meter intervals. I negative split from 5:52 to the last one was a 5:18 minute per mile pace. I don't know what, if it's just today, but I just felt like that was completely effortless. I don't know if it's just the shorter intervals being inside on the treadmill. I don't know, but my max heart rate was 169 at the very last interval. Seems like my threshold might be a little bit faster than I think, but I don't know if it's just today. Maybe my heart rate just didn't go up. I don't know. But I have tracking my heart rate. So anyway, 6 miles total because I did a 1 mile cool down at the end. 133 overall heart rate, but that's including the walking rest where your heart rate really drops. 807 overall pace with everything. Overall, this workout was actually a lot easier than I thought. Maybe I went a little too conservative in the beginning because it's 11 reps. I haven't done 400s in a while, and I haven't done more than 10 in a long time. So I thought it was going to be a lot harder, but maybe it's just today. Maybe I'm just feeling good today. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, it's Thanksgiving today, so finishing this up. And then I'm going to go straight to the gym because I have to do some erg intervals, some erg like threshold intervals. So it's going to be a double day today, double hard sessions, 2 hard sessions. And then we have Thanksgiving festivities where I'm going to eat my brains out and not worry about my diet today. Those are my 2 running sessions for the week, my 2 quality running sessions for the week. I will plan to keep posting training videos, and I'll see you next week. But this is week 1. We're 9.5 weeks out from Phoenix. So super pumped about where we're at and where we're going to build to come January. Stick around for the ride. Should be a fun time.